illusion, there was twice as many people in here. How are you guys?
How are you?
I'm really good. I know it's sparkling water. Hey. Thanks. Thank you. This is the very first arena I ever played, which is really cool. It was good to be here. Are we in like a theater?
Yeah.
Cabaret.
It's like
Cozy.
cabaret thing.
I guess you guys go nuts. Ask me your hardest questions. Hit me with the hard hitters. I'm kidding, actually. What's your question, honey?
Like, how often do you get to see your family?
I get to see my family maybe depends. Sometimes like every 3 weeks. Yeah. What's your question? The glasses? Yeah. Hi. When people are smiling in the crowd, it's not very hard for me. I feel accomplished when I look out into the crowd and I see people just like, there's a difference between a smile and a real smile, you know? And when someone's just like can't not smile, you know? You're like, I can't stop smiling. I'm trying to stop smiling. What's your question? Your skin's great, by the way. Very like dewy and natural. It's beautiful. I don't know. Anything depends. Sometimes what people say. Sometimes the way their hair is done. There's nothing specifically. Yeah. What's your question? You guys can choose. Everything. Pretty much just my life in general, you know. And if not my life, some other people's lives too. Little man in the back, what you got? I really like John Mayer.
He's from Connecticut.
You went to your high school? Actually, can you pass that forward? I'm going to send it to you. What's your question? Yeah. Thanks. This is amazing. What?
Yeah, I just wanted to know, when did you start singing? And did you ever have an intuition that your career would take you down this lane?
I started singing when I was probably about like 12, and I don't think you have intuition about your career being successful. I think you have overwhelming amount of love for what you do, and therefore success comes. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. What's your question? Yeah. Sing? No, seriously, I used to sing like, do you know the song 1+1 by Beyonce? Don't know much about algebra. And I'm like in the bathroom like on full belt, and my mom was like, my sister's like bang on the door, shut up. Everyone's like, why is she, my sister's hating from outside the shower, she can't even get in. What's your question? Oh, you have a question? Yeah.
Oh God, now I lost it. If you had like one person to collab with, who would you make a song with? Like, who would be your favorite? Like, your
I
number
don't
one?
know. I don't think I'd have a favorite, but I'd love to work with Alicia Keys one day. Yeah. What's your question? Yeah.
So, one of her Taylor Swift had her master's song, and it was like a big deal
Yeah.
about like feminism in the music industry. So, what do you think that you can do? As
It was actually, yeah, totally. It was about her owning.
like to help combat like toxic masculinity within the music industry.
It's a big question. I think it's just supporting men and women to be and feel and act however they want to at all times. And I feel that by allowing myself to do that as a person, it makes people feel more comfortable to do that themselves. And that is a lot right there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your question?
So first of all, congrats on seeing your going to work.
Thanks.
I want to know how you reacted and how the team reacted.
We were obviously so excited. But honestly, guys, like this is really important. As number ones and everything is like really truly the most incredible thing in the world, but it's nothing compared to just like seeing you guys come to a show. Like I mean that with all my heart. Like when you guys say congrats and everyone says congrats on number one, congrats on the, I'm like, wow, thank you so much. Like, this is an amazing thing. But like, when you walk into an arena and it's sold out and there's people there singing your songs, like, it's tenfold better. You know, it's not. It doesn't even come close. And I want you guys to know that, like, the true love for this is this. You know, those are just numbers, but this is real. This is beautiful. You know, so yeah. What's your question? Is that a wand?
Yeah, it's a pointer.
Nice.
Trying to get your attention.
Cool. Perfect.
If you could draw anything and it would come to life, what would it be and why?
I would draw a magic wand. What's your question, honey? Yeah.
And then I went to Mexico.
Yeah. Are you from Mexico? Cool. I'm going. It's my last show on tour. I can't wait. Yeah. No, it's okay. Yeah.
Well, okay, two things. I actually came back from my hometown in Colombia, and
Colombia. Amazing.
a little
Can you throw that? That's beautiful. Thanks.
sorry. And also
Good
the
catch.
question is, if you would ever consider dyeing your hair crazy color, what
Would I dye my hair a crazy
Yeah.
color? If I dyed my hair any color, I'd probably dye it red. Not just because your hair's red. But I always had this weird thing. I saw a guy dye his hair red on YouTube one time because he got dared to, and I like begged my mom to let me do that for like 3 months. She never let me do it. Thanks, Mom. Yeah. Big shows and small shows are really different, and they're both incredible for different reasons. Like, you can't really compare them. You know what I mean? Yeah. What's your question in the Burgundy? Yeah. Okay.
What song from Handwriting would you like to
A little too much. Taste.
You've had like so much success over the last couple of years. What career challenges do you think you're gonna take on next?
I think that for me, the biggest challenge is like not letting success get in the way of creativity, you know? Because you can get into the studio and be like, oh, I've had all this success, how do I feed it? Or you can go into the studio and just be like, okay, great, now back to just, I love music, let's write a song. You know what I mean? And it's really hard to get that out of your head, and I think that'll be the hardest thing for me, you know? What's your question, Yellow? Your sister went to college? Your brother? From missing my sister, there's not much you can do. You just miss them. That's what family is. Yeah. What's your question, man? Yeah.
First of all, I'd like to say your hair is beautiful.
My hair?
Beautiful. And do you have one hairdresser or do you have multiple hairdressers?
I have one hairdresser.
And then, what is your products you use? I'm a hairdresser, so I'd like to know what, kind of
I
products
use a
you
lot of Orbay,
Okay.
and I use you know Orbay, right?
Yes.
I use it's this Korean hair paste. It's like it's super pink, and it's like my favorite hair paste. I don't even know the name of it.
Do you get your hair cut more than once a month?
Yes.
You do?
At least once a month, probably twice a month. Yeah, I get my hair cut a lot because you guys are always complimenting me on it. And I gotta be on the game about it.
Yeah, great.
I know I gotta let the coat out. I'm like walking to the red carpet. I'm like trying to get the coat. If you like watch the video of me on the red carpet at VMAs, I'm literally like the whole time being like. What's your question? Hi.
What emotion do you experience most?
I probably experience. Wow, great question.
If you're curious, I got you a mood ring.
You got me a mood ring. I don't know what emotion I experience the most. That's a really. I don't know if there's one, but probably happiness. If that was, yeah. It's your question in the white.
Hi.
Hey.
If you could pick anyone recent that you collaborated with.
If I could, anyone that I already have collabed with, do it again. I don't know. I'd love to work with Khalid again. I think he's incredible.
Please.
What's your question?
Would you ever like do a fan request song during a show?
Depends on the song.
Bring it back. Bring it back. The
Maybe actually. It depends. It depends on the mood.
After
Essentially.
taste.
What's your question?
Alright, it's time for 2 parts.
Okay.
Do you know what the woe is?
The woe? I do. I'm not gonna do it. What's your question? In the yellow, yeah.
So
personal.
So even though like you know you are this famous person, will you ever turn back time just to be a normal kid again with your family, just go to college?
She said if I could ever turn back time, would I to not be famous? I think that the illusion is that being famous is like this big thing. And I wake up in the morning and brush my teeth the same like you. You know? Like nothing is different. Yes, there's like people who ask me for photos and sometimes people get a little crazy and there's paparazzi and whatever. But like at the end of the day, like literally nothing is different between me and you. And if I could go back time and change it, I wouldn't be changing much, you know? So I
Props for the patience you have.
yeah, totally. Like I think like fame is such a funny concept to me, you know? I think it's like I look at fame as like this is the thing that allows me to do my favorite thing in the world, which is music, which is the real magic, you know? Yeah. What's your question, man?
What did you do today for?
Today?
Yeah, what like for hanging out?
I was in Cape Cod this morning. I did like a little performance radio show I did 3 songs for like 50 people, and then I got onto my bus and I drove here. And then that's what happened. I played some drums in my room. What's your question?
How often does your mom watch your shows? And do you feel different when she's watching you?
Yes, I definitely feel different. I'm trying to impress her, my love. She's probably seen about like 6 shows on the tour, which is not a lot, but is a lot at the same time. Yeah. Way in the back. What's up, man? So nervous. You know what though? Nerves are a superpower. They really are. Like when you get nervous and your hands are shaking and you feel blood rushing through your body, I'm like, oh, that's the superpower coming in. Let's click that into gear. I'm ready. What's your question?
Hi, sorry.
Okay.
I
It's
love
okay.
you,
I love
first
you
of all.
too.
I was just wondering, can you tell all of us your favorite joke?
I'm not really a comedian, but I don't know what my favorite joke is. Like this question stuns me because I actually don't even. If someone's like, even if like I was in front of a lot of people and you're like, "What's your favorite joke?" I'd be like, "I have no idea." What's your favorite joke?
Oh, well, now I'm on the spot.
See, I was in the spot. The blonde hair. Do I think it's easier to fall in love or out of love? I think it's probably hard to do both. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have the answer to that question. I'm sorry. What's up? How you doing? In the I think that's mustard color. I don't know what's it. I eat a lot of food, play a lot of guitar, I sing a lot of songs, spend a lot of time doing my hair. What's your question?
I love you personal.
I love you back.
Will you ever do like
A full stadium tour? That's up to you guys.
Yes.
What's your question?
What's the craziest
You got
question
this.
you ever got?
The craziest question I've ever been asked? I don't even know. But you're adorable. I see you, but really, what's that? You're vlogging other people's day every time you go crazy. What's your question? Yeah. I'm kind of an adult now, although I don't feel like much of an adult. What responsibility? Whoa, confused. What responsibility would I give up? I don't know, like give me context. What would you give up? Okay. This is a really confusing question. Obviously, I'd give up doing the dishes. Who wants to do the... Driving? Is that a responsibility? Sure. I'm confused, but I like your answer. What's your question? I don't have an answer. I actually am genuinely confused by your question. Am I allowed to be confused? Okay. What's your question? I think the best advice for people feeling sad is that it's moments, you know, like it always passes, and just because you're sad doesn't mean that there isn't light in your life. You just have to look for it and find it.
Hey guys, we have time for 3 more questions.
My biggest pet peeve is like really loud gum chewers.
Oh my god.
Like especially when it's just like you're just 2 of you and the person's like, what's in your mouth? What's your question, man?
Me?
Yeah.
What Canadian native would you rather do a collab with, Justin Bieber or Drake?
I'd like to work with both of them. They're both great. Yeah. What's your question?
I love you, by the way.
I love you, by the way, too.
I was wondering if you're going to having more tattoos in the future.
Yes.
What are you planning on getting?
What tattoos am I planning on getting? I'm gonna get, I don't know, but I have this one tattoo that I saw of a girl the other day, and it was like 2 people laying under the stars and dreaming, and I was like, oh, that's pretty beautiful.
Did you get it on your wrist too?
I don't know where I'd get it. Maybe I'd get it on my cheek. Yeah, I'll do one more. What's your question?
Would you ever do a collab with Niall Horan?
With Niall? Yeah, I love Niall. He's one of my best friends. Yeah. I love you guys. Have an amazing time tonight. Take care.
I love